Sorry about that. Welcome to week 45 here on The Real DVD Watchers on Wednesdays, as always. It's me, Tom. The movie that I've chosen to review today is something that when I originally heard about the concept of this movie, I saw something about it that made me really excited and really want to see this movie. I mean, I tried so hard to find a place around Edmonton that would play it, but it was not meant to be because Edmonton sucks for movies sometimes. So, the movie that I've chosen to review is from 2009. It totally took the mythos behind everything that it's about and turned it on its head, which I really liked. The movie in question, though, is Deadgirl. It's a movie directed by, let's see here, Marcel Sarmiento and Gadi Hall. Let me just say, this movie blew my expectations out of the water. Basically, what this movie is about, it's about two high school friends named JT and Ricky, played by Shelo Fernandez and Noah Segal. They're pretty much outcasts. You know, JT is more of the ballsy one, and Ricky's more like the quiet one. But you can clearly tell they're social outcasts. No one ever really talks to them. It's just them from womb to tomb, if you will. And then they decide to skip out in school, and they decide to go to this old abandoned mental hospital. And from then on in, they just do what teenage kids do best. They drink, they smoke, and they break shit. And as they're resting up, just drinking and having a laugh, Ricky starts talking about how great this mental asylum is because no one knows they're there, and he can just be himself. And so JT's like, you want something really scary? Let's go down the tunnels. So they go down the tunnels, and they find this room, and there's this door blocking their way, and it's rusted shut. So they try with all their might because teenagers are fucking strong with all that pent-up sexual frustration going on. And they bust down this door, and they see this girl strapped to a table, and she's not breathing. And of course, they're both kind of freaked out, and freaking Ricky's like, "What are we gonna do? That we gotta call the cops?" And JT's like, "No, just give me a sec." So he touches her, and she moves and she breathes. Scares the crap out of both of them. But then JT's like, no, sorry, Ricky's like, "Come on, man, we gotta call cops. We really gotta do something about this." And JT's like, "We could keep her." And then Ricky's like, "What? What do you mean keep her?" He's like, "Dude, think about it. We could have pussy anytime we want." And Ricky's like, "No, this is wrong. I can't believe you're actually considering this. Come on, we got to get out of here." And JT starts poking her and touching her, and Ricky's like, "Come on, let's go." And as he grabs JT's hand, JT turns and just pops him one in the face. And then the movie kind of becomes this story between friends and what they mean to you and how far you're willing to let your friendship go. And it also becomes this movie of, choices. Is this the type of person who you want to be later on in life? And for lack of a better term, also, the reason why it's called Deadgirl is because the girl can't die. JT shoots her 3 times. He breaks her neck. He punches her. She doesn't die. Zombie movie, guys. For something like this, I totally thought it was an original idea. I love seeing how the friendship thing played out between them. It was also produced by the people who produced Hellraiser and Heathers. You can kind of see a Heathers element to it. So I know it's going to make some people happy. But still, this movie takes your basic zombie minutia and turns it on its head because they actually stab the dead girl, because they don't really give her a name. They actually end up calling her Dead Girl in the head, and she still survives. But for me, this movie is supposed to be because everyone in high school goes through this point of where you actually have to choose what friends you want to be with. At least I found at one point I had to choose between drug friends and my other friends. And I was like, I need to make a decision. And you know what? It sucked, and it was really hard, but I feel I did make the right decision. But nonetheless, this movie, I think, speaks on some level. And also, it provides people with all the zombie love that they want, literally, because there's scenes where they're actually raping the chick, and she's screaming her head off. It was absolutely frightening. Oh, there's a couple good jump scares in it too, like when Ricky is fantasizing about this girl who he really likes, Joanne. The dead girl pops into his mind, and there's a really good jump scare there. It was great. The woman who played the dead girl, I think her name is Jessica Spain. it doesn't say. Damn it. Well, I think her name is Jessica Spain. She did a phenomenal job as this zombie. I mean, no, she doesn't speak, but she conveys so much in her eyes of like longing and need, and also the need to feed. It's good. Let's get down to other really good things about any zombie movie. The gore. The gore is all done in prosthetics, and it looks so well. I don't want to give anything away, but like the final attack looks so good. You just have to see it to believe it. Oh my god, I'm so glad that they had a good special effects team working on this movie. Oh, it was just great, and like the tones that they use, like lighting and stuff like that in the tunnels. Oh my god, it just creates this pure creepy atmosphere to it. The overall script was an original script adapted from this guy. I think his name is Trent Hagen. Yeah, Trent Hagen. He wrote it like years and years ago, and finally his friends were like, let's make this movie. I'm so glad that Trent was able to write something like this and have the balls to stick to what he was doing. Apparently the company wanted to make drastic changes, but Trent was like, no, this is my baby. This is what means that this movie means something to me. And just I'm so glad that something like this was actually made, because it totally puts a new spin on the zombie mythos. And I don't know, like for me it kind of refreshened it a bit, because there's so much stale and stagnant zombie movies out lately, and I really feel that this helped. So yeah, it's just a great movie. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, it would definitely get an 8 or a 9. This movie totally blew my expectations out of the water, and it's probably one of my top picks for horror movies of 2009. A lot of people might disagree with me, but you know what? That's fine. You're entitled to choose what you want. But for me, this movie was just great, and it just made me smile. Really, it's just a great movie. So that was my review. Thanks to everyone who watches. Yeah. I'll catch you guys later over on my channel, where I rant on about this baby again. So yeah, see you next week or on my channel. Bye.